Hello! I believe we are now live with what is
Oh
this
God.
episode 7 of Community D&D Dragon of Icespire Peak with what we call ourselves the Shadow Crew. I am the Dungeon Master and host for tonight, Shadowed Mage. Of course, our crew right below me. Oh, where's my below me? Is
Io.
Rock God Hoodie and Echo Alpha underscore what is that X5 times
X5.
times 5, I don't
X5.
know. X5.
5. X5.
Okay. I know there was some confusion over that at some point recently.
I can spread out the limits, so come on.
So I did have one message here from Arv just saying that due to everything
What
that's
did we do
been
wrong now?
everything that's been going on in the States the last few days, there is a command in chat, !BLM, for Black Lives Matter, which he just asked that we promote, seeing as that is a very important cause to, well, it should be an important cause for everyone. But there is that links to a tweet there, so please check that out. Um,
That's awesome. I'm a terrible mod because I didn't even know that was a thing.
Perhaps I just steal the sword from you.
That just, yeah, I know, right? Did that just start today or?
yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
He just told me about it today, anyways. So,
Mm.
Anyway, this of course is Arvin Elron's channel, but none of us are Arvin Elron, as previously mentioned. He has graciously decided to host our community D&D, and I guess Echo has put in some commands in the chat for how to follow all of Arv's stuff. Other than that, we will kind of jump into things. And Rock God, you wanna introduce yourself and who your character is?
I am Rock God. I'm a mod on this channel that doesn't know the commands.
Oh.
Yes, tonight I am playing Malik Halamarodin, the elf ranger, who's kind of shitty, but not too shitty.
Is that it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, then we'll move on to the hoodie.
Silence is golden.
Hi, I'm
I
Hoodie.
think we
stream-
might all be just slightly out of it tonight.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. The world's not exploding. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Hoodie. I stream on No Quarter TV. I play Isel Moldleaf, oh my god,
Asimar?
Asimar, Celestial Warlock, Pact of the Tome. Nope, a Pact of the Tome Celestial Warlock. There we go. That's
There
I
you
think
go.
all of them in order. Who is also kind of shitty. So that's fun. All right.
And pass it on to me.
Yeah.
Greetings and good evening to everybody. Yeah, it's that time again. More Shadow Crew. Awesome. But yeah, I'm doing fine. Things in Norway are going good. We are still combating the COVID-19 BS, and my town is doing well. We are, yeah, so everything's okay. We're sympathized with everything that's going on in the US, so please exclamation mark BLM. And I want to say a few words to everybody who is listening and or watching. I just want to big thank you to everybody who donated during Archon 2020. It was amazeballs. Just absolutely magnificent. We hit the goal of $4,000, which was not our original goal. The original goal was 2,000, so we hit that, and then we hit double up to 2.5, 3.5, then 4, and we nailed it at the end. And Shadow Mage called me out earlier as X5 about times 5, but I will explain that actually now.
Sure.
Back in 2010, I just recently graduated from my final high school, because I've gone to 2 high schools. It was my 3rd year, and I got myself an Xbox 360 on July 15th, 2011, 2010, because it was one day before the Slim version got out, and I had a friend who got hold of one. So I was very excited, and I had lots of plans, because that was going to be the first time I'm going to do some serious multiplayer on console. I was like, what's my name tag going to be? Oh, I know. What about my name in numbers? So I just went with X5129119, and that remained that for a number of years. And then I switched it over to Echo Alpha _ X5 to add a homage to my previous. So that's the story with that. And I will be playing Shakunas, the Drow Elf Rogue Assassin, who very much would like to bash in the door to the Townmaster's Hall and knock some sense into that man, because he enrages Sakuna so much. And beyond that, he has his trusty sidekick and pet Sunio at his SUNYO, as in a band who makes some serious hefty music. Oh, speaking of music, I need to do something real quick, because this is dedicated to G's daughter Rob, who also played a Drow Elf in the previous campaign on this channel. He recently posted something that was because he has entered the Westworld scoring competition in hopes of possibly winning his entry. Is for a scene, I believe, on whatever episode. But I would hope everybody take a look and listen to the tune and give it a like and whatnot. So let's see. I'll just make sure everything else right. Yes. So here you go. Please check it out. And he is a fellow Arnold, like all of us, like me, Hoodie, Rock God, and Shadow Mage. But yeah, without further ado, I believe that it's time for the party to embark. Oh, party, shall we embark on our journey?
All right, yeah. So here's a little recap. Recently,
Rightio.
The party had returned to Phandalin from their previous adventures, questing. So they returned to Phandalin. They turned in their quests, got their rewards, and then did some shopping. They found some new quests posted on the quest notice board, and now they had returned to the inn, and they were settling in for the night, and on the next day they were planning to find the one person that they were supposed to escort to a nearby mine for one of their quests in the morning, and then be on their way. So, there we go.
Right.
So now we will assume that it is the morning.
Wakey, wakey, stay breaky.
Malik, of course, was in his downtime, created some explosive arrows with some of the stuff that he had picked up while shopping. Isol had been busy just kind of reading books all night, I believe.
Yep. All of the books that I could find.
And so anyways...
Shakunas has been reinforcing his armament and sharpening his weaponry.
Okay, so I actually have a question for Isol then.
Yep.
When you were reading the books, I'm not sure if we clarified this. Had you returned to your own room in the inn, or were you in the?
No, I where I originally sat down, I just kept.
It was like
just
in the tavern area.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
okay.
it was like a little lounge common area, and then I just kept reading there.
Okay. So then, actually, in the morning, you noticed someone come down from a room who was not one of your companions. And this was a human man who he has a very kind of like big presence. He's not actually particularly big for a human, like he's maybe just about like a hair over 6 feet. And he's pretty like decently heavy set, but he's not, like grossly overweight or anything like that. But he has this very big presence, and he kind of like stops and guffaws with the oh shoot, I've lost my names. the inn master.
We're still
Something
day 7 people,
downhill.
so we're still new. So
Toblin, that's it.
Goblin.
Goblin.
Tubbo boy.
And he comes down the stairs and he's like, "Ah, Toblin, your grand man for helping out the mining company with putting me up. I'd much rather be staying here than that other rat hole of an inn in town. Do you know, has anyone come through a town that has been offered to escort me out to the mine yet? You know, I'd do it myself, but the company wants someone to escort me." And Toblin just kind of like shuffles around behind the bar and desk area, and he's like, well, he kind of like nods over towards where Isol's sitting. There's been a party of adventurers that's come through. Quite possibly they're the ones who will be escorting you, but I don't know for sure. And then the big man kind of grabs a mug of ale from Toblin and goes over and sits right across from Isol, and he's like, "Hello, lad."
Huh? I'm sorry. What? Hello? I'm just gonna just like eyes peer up from the book. How can I help you,
Well,
fellow?
I've not seen you around before. Toblin says that you're part of a group of adventurers who have been passing through and doing various quests from the notice board and whatnot. So, are you the ones? Are you and your group going to be the ones who are escorting me out to Mountain's Toll gold mine? And at this point, you can, Malik and Shakunis, you guys can assume that you are kind of like coming down into the main area.
Yeah. I am well, Shakunas is at least.
I'll just put the. Oh, yeah, yep. What's up?
Who are you speaking to? What is going on? And he just comes down and just looks at Isol, looks at that big human, just like.
Actually, I'm just gonna take because I ripped off all of the quests. I'm just gonna take the quest out for the Mountain's Toe mine and just put it on the table and be like, "That's him. That's the whatever," and I'll go back to reading.
He goes onto the bar stool and sits down and that's all.
And the big man kind of raises an eyebrow at you, Shakunis, with a bit of an inquisitive look, and he's like, "Interesting, very interesting. Yes, I am Don John Ruskin. I am the one that the mining company has hired to go oversee what's been going on at the mine, why production is slowed down. Of course, they want, people to escort me. I said I would do it myself, but, if they're paying for it, then I'll do whatever they wish."
So you are Don Johnson of the Miami Vice. All right. Well, we are a pair of adventurers. Yes, certainly. We have been recently looking at the quest board, and we have sighted a few a few requests of assistance, and graciously we have decided to take acceptance. Yes. What is? Did he request the same much of the quest at hand, or was it to be explained on arrival?
So in the quest is basically just to deliver him to the Mountains Toll gold mine. Like, make sure he's there safely, connected with the miners there, and then basically you can just then after that's supposed to be it. That's all the quest is supposed to be. So, does that answer your question?
You're currently find that while just listening as its adventure goes on. We were seen on the board as we were viewing through them that there was someone that needed up. Was it north or was it south? It was north, wasn't it? Yeah. Up north at the mining camp somewhere.
Yeah, 15 miles northeast.
Somewhere in the northeast. But it doesn't specify for what the reason is this needed. Would you care to elaborate as to why you are requested up there? He looks back at him inquisitively and very cautiously.
Oh well, the mining company has hired me on. You know, obviously due to my reputation, to go out to the Mountains Toll gold mine, and I'm to basically just go see why production has slowed down. There hasn't really been many shipments coming back through into town and into the surrounding areas over the last kind of week or two, so I'm just supposed to go out and make sure things are in tip-top shape.
I want to peer over the edge of my book and do like the long page flip, oh. And so what type of reputation is that? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with these parts, so excuse my ignorance.
Oh, well, I've worked many places, you know, from Neverwinter through here in the general area. Various jobs: gold prospector, miner, fur trader, privateer. I even ran a trading post on the outskirts of Neverwinter for a few seasons. So.
Alright, well, as far as we have encountered some rather unusual circumstances in these parts, well, the coin is good. Isn't? What do you say? Shall we? What are your thoughts?
Is Malik up? Is Malik downstairs?
No, I'm still in my room.
All right. Oh man. This is gonna... Okay, weird question.
Yep.
Can I see? I'm in the common area of this tavern inside of, I assume, below like a staircase inn type thing. Can I see up to the second floor of the inn at all, or is this like one of those, like a full second floor is like completely the inn?
Yeah, like the full second floor is all like where all of the rooms are. So there's actually like this staircase that kind of like runs up the side of one wall, kind of like to the left of the entrance, but like the area where you're sitting is kind of like to the right of the entrance, and it's kind of like this common area, kind of like so tavern type area. So
I wouldn't, for example, be able to shoot the wand of pyrotechnics at Malik's door.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
Yeah.
Just gotta make completely sure. Oh man.
I like where your head's at, though.
Don't you?
I want to wake him up I want to wake him up in style. Thaumaturgy, I
Yeah,
think I need to
kill
be
him.
able to see. Actually, you know what? I'll close the book. I'll close my book, and I'll be like, just one second, and I'll just very calmly, very slowly walk over and up the stairs, and then I'll use thaumaturgy and open every door.
Open every door?
Yeah.
Okay, just 1 second here.
Yep, because we just have...
every door that's not locked.
Right. Yeah.
If
So
I interrupt, we have
Malik,
just
Malik, would you have locked your door?
Probably not.
Yeah, well, that's you, Malik.
I'm sure it'll, yeah, it'll just blow open.
But yeah, if I interrupt, Arudinal X4 has resubscribed for 21 months on tier 3. You made it. Sorry I'm late. No, Arudinal, you're just on time. Just getting started.
Welcome.
And yes, I did as you requested. Well, as I requested myself, that's me, actually. But yeah, 21 months, tier 3. I approve. Carry on.
All right.
Well,
So
yeah, I'm probably up by this point, and I'm like putting my cloak on and stuff like that, and all of a sudden the door blows open. By the gods, what are you doing?
well,
I don't.
So there's like a few doors like leading to rooms like along this second level. Like there's probably about I'd say like eight rooms. And so like all of these doors just kind of like all of a sudden blow open, or at least a few of them do. Some of them were locked, and and from like one of the rooms you can hear a very feminine scream going ah.
Wow, what a cross breeze! And then I'll just start walking down the hallway, looking to see what room Malik is in.
Okay. So
Because,
continue on then from there. Malik, you were gonna.
I guess the ladies came downstairs quickly.
Well, she would have gotten up and slammed the door.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll stick
Too
my
bad.
head out the door to see what's going on.
Oh, hi. Fancy seeing you here. The guys downstairs.
I assume this was you.
That's absurd. I would never. That's. Yeah, yes, yeah. You need to wake up. We need to go.
Right. Yeah. All right.
And I'll just turn around and walk downstairs.
I'll walk out with him,
All right.
and as we're going down, I'll say, in a fairly loud voice, say, "So we're supposed to be escorting some rich asshole to a mine, right? Do you remember his name? What was his name?"
I believe it was Don John, and then I'll just walk faster away from Alec.
Rukinos doesn't pay. Well, he turns around as he hears Malik, and just go subtle, very subtle. And he's like,
And then like
Malik, meet Don John Raskin.
yeah, and so
Raskin, one of our fellow adventurers. Malik.
And I'll look at him. I'll go, "Yeah, I don't do subtle."
Don John just kind of like looks at Malik, and he kind of like strokes his chin for a moment, and he thinks, "I've met you before. Pretty sure you've come and bought supplies from me in Neverwinter."
I was just gonna say, can I roll a history check to see if I know this guy?
So yeah, see, you've met in passing basically before. You don't know each other well.
Right, yeah, you sell furs and things. You're a trapper, right?
Well, that was one of my occupations. Yes, it's not my current one, but I did do that in the past.
And now you need an escort to the gold mine.
Well, I don't know about need, but the company's paying for one.
Your company, or?
Well,
Somebody-
the company that's hired me on.
Oh, right. What are you gonna be doing there?
Just supposed to meet up with the miners there. Probably contact the foreman and see what's been going on and see why the shipments haven't been making their way out.
Oh, so you're like a representative then?
Sure, I think the word they used for the position was something like overseer.
Yeah. Let's go with representative, all right?
Well, I suppose whatever you wish. I won't make a big deal of it. But so you are the folks who are going to be escorting me then?
Yeah, that's us. Actually, I have a question, Don John Raskin? Mr. Raskin?
That's my name!
Okay. Excellent. I see we're a group of many tasks. Multitaskers, I guess you could call us. We have another quest that requires great haste according to it. I was wondering, how do you feel about a pit stop along the way, maybe?
A pit stop? What's possibly a pit stop between here and the mine? Most things of note are beyond.
We talked about this last night as a group, and we thought that doing the Toe Gold Mine was the right call, and I still agree with that. But I was re-going over the quests, and this one says with great haste. And I'll hold out the Butterskull Ranch one that's in Conberry.
Well, the mine's on the way.
Oh, it's on the... Okay. See, I'm not from around here. Can you run quickly? Are you a quick runner, or should we get horses? How does this work? How do we make great haste?
Oh, well, You know, I suppose I could leverage my position into getting us some horses.
I just turn around and give a thumbs up to everyone. Excellent. And then I'll actually go to the counter and be like, hello, Torvord? I don't remember your name. Can I ask you a favor, please? And I'll just put up 10 gold on the counter. My man, I'm going to be having a lot of books. And I can't carry all of those books. And I need somewhere to put all of those books. So pick whatever room you want. I don't care. Just until I get back, any book in the local bookshop, just bring it here, put it in the room, all these books. I'm not going to carry them up there. That's a you task now. Just put them in the room. It's going to be great.
So how much gold is in this bag?
If you decide to do this for just place it in Malak's room. It might as well be stored there.
I'm just putting up like a stack of 10 gold coins.
Oh, a stack of 10 gold coins?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just put it in Malak's room. We will be back after this.
So Toblin looks at the stack of the 10 gold coins and he's like, lad, you're aware that with that amount of money, that's enough for, well, what, like 5 months worth of nights of stay?
I am completely aware of how much money this is, but you see, there's a requirement with all of these books. You must protect them with your life. And I mean, if it starts to burn down, this lovely place of yours, you bring out the books first before anything else. And I'll pay you even more at that point, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't burn down. But here's what I'm saying, is you move all the books around, I don't really touch the books that much, except to read them, and we have ourselves a great deal.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Sure will. I don't remember where that is. I'm going. All right, here we go. Character sheet, persuasion. Once again, did not take persuasion for some weird reason.
Ooh, 23. Alright. So, when Toblin hears you say that you'll pay even more money, his eyes just kind of like go a little wide, and he kind of there's like a glittering in his eyes, and he's like, "All right, young lad. Yes, I'll be sure." And he like reaches out and he takes the coins, and then like he like goes away somewhere to like make sure like that you don't even have a chance to like decide that you wanted to say something else.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna leave the books where they are then, and just turn around and be like, "Well, great."
Does the town actually know about the whole affair with the dragon, or is it kept secret with the town master?
Well, like there's definitely like
Talks and gossip.
Yeah,
gossip.
talk, gossip, rumors about the dragon in the general area.
Okay, then Shakunas is gonna go follow Tobin. It's gonna tap him. Gonna just put his hand on his shoulder and go, Tobin. It was Tobin, was it? Tolbin.
It's Toblen.
Toblin.
Blen. Yeah, Toblin.
You do this. You must be aware that we will carry these books for the day that we shall attempt to slay the dragon that has been circling and wreaking havoc upon the village, upon the little rural towns and all the mines and everywhere else. So it is imperative that these books are protected with their life. Even if this tavern, of which I have modestly enjoyed, that you must protect these before the inn, before the tavern. It is imperative that you do this for us. Yes, Isar has granted you coins of quite a measurable sum, but we are speaking of the future of the feminine. Do we have an understanding here?
And he just kind of like pales and he shakes his head. He's like, yep, all understood.
Don't worry. We will return, and Dracunas just goes silent for a moment, thinking back on the loss of bands from before he says, with utmost confidence and possibly a tiny bit of rage, we will slay that dragon and save the village. It is not impediment danger now, but the day that it may come to be, we will be ready. Now, go on. And don't worry, just act normally and just don't pay any mind to it anymore. Just protect the books.
Oh, okay. Can I go back to doing my job and all now, please, sir?
By all means, do not let me interrupt your
Then he continues back on into the kitchen, as was his progress before you stopped him.
And Shakunas just walks back casually to Shraskin and Malak and Isel.
Okay.
I had ensured that he would do that we asked him to do, because this...
I appreciate your words, Shakunas, but most of those books are about garbage things like hoes and rakes, and I think there was one about leaves and every leaf type, and it was very boring. I just kind of threw it in as a joke to see if he'd do it, but thank you for that. I really do want to see him running out with a bunch of books now.
Anyways, goes, well, sometimes a good laugh is needed.
I guess.
Now, shall we venture up north?
Well, we have to stop by the mining company for our payment first. Remember the lots and lots and lots of gold for each of us?
Yes, I recall.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Right, we gotta get back to
at which point, actually, a young human male, probably not much older than 15, comes into the inn in the tavern area, and he kind of looks around and he spots you. He just kind of comes over, drops these big bags of gold in front of you, and he's like, "Payment for your gems and jewels from the miners' exchange," and then just leaves.
Wait, my itemized receipt! Okay, he's gone.
when you open up the
Rascal.
bag, you actually see that there is a folded up piece of paper inside that is
I'm on it.
your itemized
I'm
receipt.
on it. Gentlemen, lead the way while I read, and I just like start unfolding this paper.
And Shakudan looks at the bag and just goes, well, sooner or later Spyro will come and claim his gems again. I said this is a little pun, a little Easter egg for those who don't know Spyro the Dragon game, so I couldn't help myself.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll grab the bag of gold and check it. How much is in there?
Shakudan does the same too.
Okay. There's the amount that you would expect.
So, was it $7.50 per person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with that. I don't think my 12th level character has this much money. Like, I don't know what to do with all that.
You just give away a stack of gold to the Toblin.
Listen, I gave 100 gold pieces to a character to just never talk to me again in my other game, so...
Yeah, problem is he's an innkeeper, so probably he's gonna talk to you again, so,
Yeah, I have books forever and a place to put them. I think I made it. I think I'm made.
We'll see.
All right, yeah, I'll go silent and just start. You can see me completely get engrossed in this receipt. The bag of money is already gone. You don't know where it went. It's somewhere on my body. And then I'm just a husk of a person.
And so Don John
Wait.
has just... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If everybody is walking out, I'm gonna hang back just a little bit in the inn.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till everybody goes outside, and I'm gonna say, Toblin,
Of course you are.
Toblin,
And Toblin will poke his head out from the kitchen area.
Toblin, I'll give you 50 gold if you bury those books. And then I'll walk out the door.
And then,
I already read them all, fool.
and you can just kind of like catch the impression of like Toblin like trying to like comprehend what was being said, and then like kind of like gives you like a thumbs up as you exit.
You can just hear me muttering, maybe I should light the place on fire at some point. I don't know. I think that would be pretty fun. But I'm reading, just kind of thinking out loud.
And so Don John kind of like puts his hands on his hips and kind of like looks around if you all exit, and he's like, all right, so I suppose we should go get the horses and be on our way. You folks have anything else that you need to pick up before we head out of town? It's 15 miles northeast, so it should probably take us until, if it's about 9:30 in the morning now, probably get there around dinner time, supper time, you know.
Shakudan looks towards Malik and asks,
Good most of a day's journey, but not a full day's.
Malik, did you get some provisions for us for our journeys, or?
I mean, I have some rations and stuff, and I can always hunt us a deer on the way.
All right. Very well. Ours probably shall shape of the gold that I have then. So, I believe there's nothing for me to do in the town at this moment, so...
Well, how about this? Just in case you folks do need anything, I'll meet you at Barthen's Provisions in 20 minutes. I'm going just down to the farm to pick up the horses, and I'll meet you at Barthen's in 20 minutes.
Very well.
Sounds good.
Alright, and so then Don John kind of like makes his way down past this way until there's a farm down over here. So
I so hope that is his actual name and not just some made up name for him instead, because every time you say Don John, I get Don Johnson on my mind now. Lord above.
Alright. So you guys go and wait by Barthen's Provisions then?
Yeah.
Yeah. The gold is up this in his room. locked, unlike Malik. Yeah. So he's gonna go to provisions. Aye.
As we walk, I'm gonna unwrap some jerky from my pouch and I'll offer some to Shakunas.
And Shakunas accepts and much obliged, Malik.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
That it is.
Alright, so about 15 minutes pass, and then you kind of like, as you're waiting by Barthen's provisions, you notice that down by this area, you can kind of see down the street that Don John seems to be riding on one horse and leading 3 others, and he kind of seems to stop off by this shrine just for a brief moment, and then he comes up the street towards you. And he's like, "Ah, good. Here are your horses." And so he's bringing three horses along behind him, and he kind of swings off the horse that he's on and hands off the reins to each of you. And he's like, "Well then, shall we be on our way?"
Yeah, what do I do with this? I'm sorry, what is this? Am I not...
Do you know how to ride a horse, lad?
Why, look at me. Why would I know how to ride a horse? I mean, I'm sure I can make it go, but maybe I don't... No, I don't... I can just ride on one of yours, maybe turned around, reading a book. That sounds lovely. Well, maybe a cart we can get. Can we fashion a cart?
Lad, do you know how to sit on a horse? Because the horse will know where he's going. He'll follow the rest of them.
Oh, I guess throw me up on the horse and we'll find out.
And he just laughs. He's like, "Ah, ha, 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 ha. All right. So put one foot in this spot right here on the side of the horse." And he kind of like gestures at the foot holster at the side of the horse. So put your right foot in there.
The left foot's going in there without thinking, and then I'll just immediately try and jump and like Superman onto the horse. And then struggle to right myself.
Oh, Silver, away!
Give me both an athletics and an animal handling check.
Oh, yes, please! It certainly will. -1. Great. And a 0. Ooh, baby.
So somehow you manage to like actually like hoist yourself up without much problem, and like actually like get into the saddle on the back of the horse. But how you did it was so unexpected to the horse that the horse bucks and throws you off the back end of the horse.
Oh.
And you land with a sharp thud on your butt right behind the horse. Take 1 damage.
I'll look up at Don John and be like, I don't think it likes me.
Well, lad, you just spooked it. You need to make sure that the horse is ready, and then get up, and you'll be fine.
Okay, I'll do a very slow, very deliberate, very probably right way to do it. Mounting a horse.
Shakunas is going to be standing by Malik and just go cross his arms and just 1 foot by the other out together and go, "Well, this is entertainment for today." Are you doing this out of Isil?
Oh, what was that?
And he called out to Isil. Are you learning how to ride a horse?
I'm just like I'm like spidered onto it fully, and I'm like, what? I'm doing great, thank you. Nope, just fine. Get on your own horses.
Yeah, and so like Don John actually like
I will in a moment.
So Don John actually like looks over at you two and he's like, "You heard him. Why aren't you getting on your own horses?" And Isel is now like perched on top of his horse. without the horse, the horse now seems more calm, and
I'm gonna give my horse a pat and go, good girl. And I would like to say that I rolled I only rolled a 10 for animal handling. That sucks.
well, 10 is enough.
Not a human. So.
She kind of whinnies a bit and shakes her head as you climb up on her, but like she seems to be calm enough to let you ride her.
Alright, that's a good girl. I'll give her another pat.
And then she kind of like turns her head back and kind of makes a kind of like a little bit of a nip or chomp motion with her mouth. Seems as if she's trying to find a carrot or something.
I'll give her a piece of my jerky.
Okay.
Thanks.
She seems happy enough with that.
How much jerky did Malak give Shakunas? Just a little slice?
Yeah, I just, break off.
Alright. Okay. Well, then he is probably killed again. Let's see.
Yep, there you go. So you both managed to get up onto your horses, and then Don John gets back on his.
Whoa, good. Oh. And Shukra just go and looks towards Isel and asks it, well, are you all set?
I'm going to be pressed completely against the horse. How am I supposed to read like this?
Sit up, lad. just sit up. The horse knows what it's doing, so you all you have to worry about is, like what you're doing.
I'll kind of slowly sit up and immediately pull out a book and kind of hunch over it. Okay, this is all fine. Oh, just go. It's okay.
And then Don John just kind of goes like, yeah, on his horse, and then he starts riding off. And Isol's horse just kind of follows, but then Malik and Chakunis, you guys are on your horses, and they're both just kind of like chewing on their jerky.
Oh, I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him a yeah.
And then they start trotting off behind the rest, and you guys are now on your way.
Affrontation. Should it style?
Every 15 minutes, Issa will look up from reading and be like, this really hurts. I don't know why this is the mode of transportation everyone picked in this day and age. This is very uncomfortable. I don't know how you guys are doing this. This is hurting. I'm shoving my robe down there a lot. It's not fun. Every 15 minutes, you hear essentially the same rant, where like his concentration is broken due to the pain of riding a horse for the first time.
Because just keeps looking forward while riding his horse, and just goes out to Isil. Isil, pants, robes, calculated, and you don't know why.
It's a lot of bumping on a very delicate area. For me, at least, I don't know how drows are made, but okay. All right, just concentrate on the book.
All right, give my horse a little kick and ride up right next to Isel. You might be better off if you put both of your legs on one side of the saddle.
Oh, is that supposed to help?
Yeah, it will help a lot.
I go to try to do it, and immediately kind of lose balance. I immediately lose balance and just grip onto the horse again, and then I'm like that for like an hour.
Alright, so you guys are traveling, so I have some things to do here.
Some sweet encounters. Damn
it. Shakunis, look at Isel. He's riding like a proper lady.
It is more comfortable. I don't want to hear it from any of you. This is way more comfortable. My business seems to be doing way better now. I still don't like this, but it'll do. And I cross a leg and I keep reading.
Are you able to read better? Because it doesn't seem from this angle or distance.
No, the bumping is horrible. This is a dreadful experience.
Well, milady, you can always come and sit in my lap.
Sword Coast.
One of these days, I'll be able to fly, and then I'll laugh at all of you. That's all I'm going to say about that.
The day that happens, it's the day that you shall become a dragon and we have to slay you, Isel.
I won't lie, that sounds appealing. I mean, not the slaying part, but the dragon.
And Shakuna just looks toward Malak and goes, I fear we have a power-hungry man now in our party. I fear our Azimar shall become power-hungry in the next day or so. In a way, gesturely.
Yeah, he's fine. I'm not worried.
So you guys are traveling through some foothills, kind of at around the base of the mountains, from Phandalin heading off to the mine. And Don John kind of like calls back at you and says like, "So, have you folks had any run-ins with any of the orcs coming down from the mountains as you've been adventuring around these parts of late? I've heard the orcs have been driven down from the mountains due to that the dragon. I heard there's a dragon in the area again."
Yeah, there is.
Is that so? It might explain what we had an encounter back at the temple down southwest.
Ah, the orcs made their way all the way down there, eh? Well, can't say I'm not surprised. They are a roving bunch, not necessarily always well collected. Did I ever tell you about the time that I was a whaler off on the sea? Oh, that was an interesting time. Being a crew on a boat and chasing down whales out on the open ocean. It was a grand time. Pretty wet, kind of miserable at times, but it sure was grand.
Spent some time on a boat, did you?
Yep, sure did.
Yeah, so have I.
No.
Which sea did you sail?
Well, just kind of up and down the Sword Coast. We didn't really, I suppose, open ocean might have been a bit of an exaggeration.
Well, I will know. I never been much fun for the sea. It has been more for the land for me. But yes, we had an encounter with some orcs down in an excavation site, and they were rather very mangy. They were quite vicious, but we managed to slay them. Let us just say one of them nearly slain me, but thanks to the bravery of Whistle, we managed to avoid that. But it seems they're most certainly getting bolder. For what you have said is due to this dragon, which we have our own personal history with. So it is with haste that we should move forth and get this over with so we could slay this dragon quicker without further delay.
You say you've never been on a boat, Shakunis?
I'm not. If I were, I would probably be stuck inside the cabin.
Oh.
But the moving sea, as I've heard, is it is as if I was Isel on a horse in a robe.
Oh no, you get used to it after a while.
Well, time will tell if I survive to experience such a pleasure or curse.
Ask Don John here. He spent some time on a boat. You get used to it after a while, don't you?
Most people develop their sea legs in a couple days, but there are those who I guess suppose...
You are aware, sir. You are aware that I am a drow elf from the Underdark. We mostly do not travel much by the sea. We travel much by the land, but
I'm not so sure about that. I've heard tales of a couple of your kind sailing the seas. What's that one? He's a ranger, not like you. Kind of like you, Drizzt or something. he was known to he was known to sail on the seas a few times, and the other one is a bit of a more of a roguish type, kind of like yourself. Has an eye patch, just something. Anyway, I'm sure if those two can develop sea legs, I'm sure you could too.
Time will tell. And shotguns are yeah, just onwards.
All right, and so then, about mid-afternoon, a low ridge rises to your right, beyond which you see the Sword Mountains scrape the gray sky. But closer in, you see a large white shape on the rocky ground about 90 feet ahead. And then you hear the sickening crunch of flesh and bone, and the large white shape all of a sudden sprouts large wings and flaps up into the air, and you see the dragon fly away carrying a dead orc in its mouth. And Don John is just kind of like, "Whoa, now wasn't that a sight?" And it looks like he kind of saved us some trouble. He points out at 5 remaining dead orc bodies on the road ahead.
Did I miss something? I'm sorry. What happened? There was orcs? Oh, look! How did that happen? I was reading.
It was that bastard, the dragon.
Wait, here. Didn't we see him flying south? What? Are we attracting it? What's happening here?
I don't know. He seems to like this whole area.
Oh,
great.
Didn't anyone tell you? The Don John says, dragon seems to be holed up on Icespire Peak up in the Sword Mountains there. It's probably taken over the old Icespire hold. Good lair for a white dragon.
See, now that makes sense. And I'll look at Shakunis. Remember when I told you that the only thing down south was marsh, and a white dragon wouldn't go down there? See, now that Icespire Peak makes sense.
Well, of course it would make sense, but you may know your grounds here, but I do not. But I would understand that the dragon doesn't like the marsh. It is misty and swampy and funky and all. Even for an experienced tracker, it might become just absolute horrific to walk through.
So this is good news, though. We know where it is. Most likely is. I don't want to put words in your mouth, Don John, but you sounded pretty confident about that.
What is it that?
Well,
is there anything up there in Soul Mountains, up the Ice Peak hold?
Well, there's ruins of an old hold up there. That's what the rumors are saying, is that's where the dragon has made its lair. Just what the rumor's been saying.
Well, we know where to attack at least. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. And I'll just go back to reading.
We know where to check to see if the rumors are true.
Fair point. Let's say over the top of the book.
Whoops. There we go. That one. I need to do this, I think. There we go.
Do you have some music going on, don't we?
Yeah, I still have the default musics that I, well,
Okay.
so far.
Ooh. What's all coming into view?
Hopefully you guys didn't see too much before I turned on the...
I don't think I
saw
saw.
modern martyrs and all the hell breaking loose. Which is just pretty common, ordinary day of killing and slaying and stealing and plundering and pillaging and then
Oh, I guess I need...
camping and then just chatting.
I need tokens.
Still can't believe you've never been on a boat, Shakiris. What about
Even
you? Have you ever
I've
been
been
on a boat?
I've been on a rowboat. I've been on a long, I believe they're called canoe. I've been on a little tiny single person boat. That was fun. I think it
But
was
never
called
like
a
it.
paddle.
Never like a ship.
Why would I be on a, once again, much like the horse, look at me. Do I look like a ship person?
Oh, I know plenty of people like you on the ship. I knew even more people like you, Shakiris, on the ship.
And so does Don John, as it seems. So.
Yeah, well, I think we were on different boats.
You guys would also know that Vance had, like, his main career had been on a boat.
Yeah, because of the swashbuckling days, right?
Yep.
I recall, well, I could recall Vance have spoken of his swashbuckling days a few times around the camp.
Yeah, see that doesn't surprise me. See, Vance was the type that I knew when I spent time on a ship. I spent
Clearly the same type indeed for a rogue.
actually spent quite a while on a ship. Not around here though. It was in the Sea of Fallen Stars.
What were you doing on a ship?
I was a cook.
That makes a lot of sense, honestly.
Speaking of cook, do you still have any of the bacon you put it down in the inn?
Oh, I do. Would you like a piece?
Not now.
All right.
Rather just get to the camp first before I'm settled in before I eat.
I'll lean over to Shakunis and in a quieter voice, I'll go, a lot of people on the ship were just like you because it was a pirate ship.
Since it was a pirate ship, I most likely would not enjoy it. I would probably turn you all in. Or steal everything from you instead.
Oh, I don't think you would have been stealing everything from my captain.
Well, you never know. It is of the past.
Did I hear you? You did fry rat chips? That's horrifying. What are you guys talking about? Hello?
How's the horse treating you, Aesop?
Not well. Thank you for asking again. Great. I hate this. Are we done? How close are we to the end of this donjon?
And you guys have arrived at the foot. Hold on here.
And to everybody who's watching, just gonna say Happy Pride Month. It is June now, and it is June the 3rd. So Happy Pride Month, and just keep being yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you who to be and what gender to be, or sexuality, whatever, or sexual orientation, whatever. Be yourself, be who you want to be, and live your life as you see fit. Happy Pride Month from your Echo. And from everyone was here at Arnauts and the Shadow Crew.
All right. So, you, among some bushes, a tunnel burrows into the foot of a soaring, snow-capped mountain. Don John pulls up ahead of you and says, "All right, we're here. This is the Mountain's Toll gold mine." And then he kind of rides on ahead down to about here.
I'm gonna immediately try and jump off my horse, and I will just roll the athletics to see how badly I do.
Sure.
Or should I do acrobatics? I mean,
jumping off of a horse. I'd say that's athletics.
okay. Here we go.
I take it the token down there
Yes.
is done.
I got a crit too, and I still got 19 because I have -1. It's good as good. So 5.
Yes, that token is Don John. There should be a way. I guess you guys just see the token.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 6 tiles down of mine.
And Don John calls back to you guys. While Esol has fallen off of his horse. Make a dexterity saving throw to see if you manage to not take any damage.
What?
Me?
No, that's Esol.
You.
Oh, so
Doing good.
you get all cut up in the holsters, and you slam your face into the ground. You kind of lift yourself up with a bloody nose. You've taken 1 more point of bludgeoning damage.
It's fine. I meant to do that. It's fine. And I'll brush my robes off, and I'll open up my book, and I'll just start walking.
And Don John,
I'm going to
calls-
ride over by his horse and grab the reins, and on my horse lead his horse.
And Don John calls back to you guys. "Are you guys coming? Something about this doesn't quite feel right to me."
We're coming. Don't worry.
What?
That's all. Shakura comes up, and as you see Isel breathing Isel, you have a little bleed.
I just wipe. I do like the kid wipe of the nose, like the
Yeah.
full sleeve on this like white robe, and then I press to digitize it away. Just like gone. Better? Oh no, it's still bleeding. I can smell it. Oh god. Oh, Palor?
Don John kind of tentatively moves forward closer to the opening.
Is this a tree or a bush?
Those are bushes.
Those are bushes?
Yep.
Okay. Well, even still, I'm gonna ride over here, hop off my horse, just kind of tie both horses to the bush.
Yeah, so now that you're closer, you can see that above the mouth of the tunnel is a wooden plank with the words "Mountain's Toe" carved into it. Of course, in common.
So what seems off about this place, Don?
Well, I would have expected someone to be, I don't know, out and about near the entrance here, maybe keeping watch. And all of you give me perception checks.
Sure. Can I also send my lizard out to start scampering through?
Sure. Please do tell me where exactly your lizard is going.
All right, yeah. The lizard will just kind of scaper down the pant leg and then just straight into the mine. I'm basically going to give it the command of go 100 feet in and then come back and tell me what you see.
So your lizard will get to about just kind of like past the edge of the bushes, and then like immediately scamper back to you.
This isn't what I said. What's happening here, Hemingway?
Yes, Neil actually did the same thing with us.
And so
he began to feel a little restless.
Can you just Isol, clarify for me exactly the nature of the relationship with Hemingway is like he can communicate like telepathically with you as to what he sees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they not it's kind of like I'd assume the way I interpret the find familiar thing is it's kind of a motion based type, like no words are actually communicated, feelings and or like sights and sounds are.
Okay. Yeah. So there are definitely things hiding behind the bushes in ambush.
I look down and then I just kind of back up a little bit, and then I look at Malik and I back up again a little bit, and then I look at Shakunis and I back up one more time. Hey Don, just can you
roll for initiative?
Dun dun dun.
Hey, I did it right. It all works now. You don't have to put it in manually. How nice.
17.
Except for let go.
Yeah, for some reason his didn't go in.
I see echoes. You got a 17.
Yeah, it shows up. It shows up in like the chat, like in the roller, but not.
Yeah.
It didn't automatically pop.
It didn't go over here in the return order thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that's a 17.
Oh well.
And so Echo had below a 10 on his perception check. And Don John. Where's that? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, and then this layer. Think. Yeah, that shows up. Okay, good. So two large, well, roughly human-sized creatures with who appear to have heads and like features of rats step out from behind the bushes, and they immediately kind of launch into aggressive action towards you.
Okay. So Shakunas is gonna be. He's gonna pull out his hand crossbow and just shoot it towards this one.
So, the way I need to change the music.
Battle music.
Engage. There's the final countdown.
I thought we were gonna have like a really nice, relaxing fight.
Yeah, recall the last fight. Because, yeah, never gonna happen while we're still alive.
Let's see here.
Oh.
Never, ever, ever in a million years.
You still get assassinate on this one creature.
Not sure if I like that.
No,
No, I mean the music.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's lying, chat. He's lying. No.
You don't want to see him insta-kill something that's just deleted off the board? Because I get that.
Well, I might. Because I don't think Chiku's can actually see the one that's here. Could he?
I would imagine you could.
Yeah, if they stepped out, I'd imagine you get some type of line of sight on them.
And since Shadow DM is doing some stuff, it was attack first, then a sneak attack, was it?
Yes.
Alright. Just so I look.
Yeah, so Shakunis does get to act first.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Like I said earlier, he is gonna be taking out his hand crossbow and go for a shot towards this little fellow. Let's see. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's wrong place.
Also, check and see if you get assassinate, Echo.
You do get assassinate on it. It hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
Yeah,
I just looked.
That means hand crossbow plus.
You get advantage. So if you just do the normal dice roll, it should have advantage on it anyways.
Okay. Oh, here it goes. That's
17.
17.
Hmm?
So.
Oh yeah, because it's advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So that is
a hit.
That is a hit.
7 damage. Piercing.
All right. So your crossbow bolt kind of like is fired and it hits into the shoulder of this creature, and then it just kind of goes and then it kind of like looks down and it pulls the bolt out of its shoulder, and it looks as if it's done no damage.
What kind of rat is this? Sunio is horrified and hides.
Okay.
In my hood.
Any other? So that's your like one main action, but you have movement or bonus action. I don't know if you have anything.
No, I guess I used up my assassination attempt, so.
Do you have that feature yet where it's like you can disengage as a bonus action?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Cunning action. Yeah, you can hide on your turn.
Yeah, so like there are bushes around, so like you can use cunning action to to like you should be able to like basically try and go and hide in the bush.
I just have to might do that actually. Here.
Hello, Arv. In chat.
Oh, speaking of Armadillo, ladies and gentlemen, Black Lives Matter. It ain't just Pride Month, but it is the Black Lives Matter. So go to it. And I've said my piece on the whole thing, so I'm not going to say anything else. But yeah, so yeah, Shakura's going to take disengage and hide into what was it? Cutting something.
Yeah, cunning action.
Yeah, my cutting action. So
just hiding. Yeah, it's just you get to hide as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. You see nothing.
Do you have to roll a sneak check for that?
You have to roll a stealth check for it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Stealth check.
Okay. That'll be yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's 14. Yep. So that's stealthy enough that you will be considered hidden from them. So. Okay. So now it's their turn.
Quick question.
Yep.
For my own care, do you have expertise in stealth? What are your expertise skills?
That is a +7, so yeah. It is.
Well, +7. He has 5 for Dex and then 2 proficiency.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
2 proficiency bonus and 5 dexterity. 20 dexterity. So that's a 5+. So plus proficiency bonus, that's 7.
Well, yeah, but you get.
Did you take any expertise?
Yeah.
In anything else? Because you get 2 expertise and it like doubles it.
So it doubles your proficiency score.
Yeah. So if you had taken expertise in stealth, it would be a
16 instead of a 14.
Right.
Don't think
double check.
I apologize to anybody who's watching. I am a newbie player, so
no, it's fine.
Forgive me.
I just don't want you to be nerfed where you shouldn't be. That's all. I'm just double checking. I'm sorry.
No, I welcome it. I know I've seen some of your own D&D sessions too in the quarter, so it's all good.
Yeah, they don't know how to play at all. It's horrifying.
One of them's a goblin, so yeah. Okay, as far as I know, I've crossed off stealth and sleight of hand, so how do I see my expert something? What?
The expertise, assuming so whatever character sheet you initially built on, you'd have it checked off because that's what you're supposed to do.
I'm checking on that here.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are professionals here at Albert Underground, Community D&D. We are professionals. Hell yeah.
I can't help but rules lawyer when I shouldn't. I'm so sorry. This led to this.
Double checks. So 1 double checks on perception and double checks on thieves' tools.
Oh. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I believe.
So there you go. You don't have expertise in stealth, which is fine.
Yeah. Just thought I would double check because most of the time that's what I see.
Yeah.
Thieves' Tools is a good one. I don't worry about your choices. I think they're
good. Yeah, no, Thieves' Tools is a good one.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that means I'm up. Oh, my turn is up, and so yeah. So to the whatever this kobold mutant something is, whatever.
A ratnole.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to get hurt by damage. It'll be great. Very exciting.
Loop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this bottom creature will move in and attempt to grapple Don John. So
no smartphone, don't poke it, goddamn.
that, and then where is contest? All right, so that one has gotten Don John in its grasp, and he's kind of like got his arms wrapped up behind him. Successfully grappled. And then this other one slinks out from behind the bushes, and it kind of growls in a raspy voice, and it says like, "Who are all of you who have come to this mine?"
Sorry, we didn't know this mine was occupied. We're here just escorting a dear friend to an old work site.
Well, this is our lair now,
What?
and you shall pay for trespassing.
You haven't gone inside yet?
Shakilas is just going to remain still and just watch
Um,
while he's preparing another bolt.
I'll say, "This is your lair? Well, not for long." And I'll take a shot at this guy.
well, hold on. That second one will actually take a shot at Isol with a hand crossbow of its own.
Yeah, makes sense.
A 19 to hit.
Anything above a 12. You got me.
So that will do
We should have brought someone with books after all, Isel.
4 piercing damage.
Okay.
You see?
Good.
You should have brought someone with books.
All
You
right.
use him as armor.
And then we go to Malik.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at that guy. How does a 10 do? Ugh.
10 will not hit.
Do I hit Don John instead?
No. No worries about that. So were you just using a regular arrow?
Just a regular arrow, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured, but I thought I'd ask just
God.
in case.
That would be horrifying.
So no,
You gotta figure.
For the dragon.
You gotta figure it's a whole process because there's like the wick, and then I gotta snap the fingers and then light it, and so.
So your shot just kind of sails a little wide and hits the bushes.
All right, well I will stay right there
And then it's Don John's turn, and he's like, "What? Who are you? Why are you here? I'm supposed to come and check in on the miners who were working here." And then the two rat people just kind of like look back and forth at each other and get kind of like this like worried look on their faces and snouts, I guess. And Don John tries to break free from the one who's holding him, and will not succeed. Which will take us to Isol.
I'll just kind of look at the arrow in my shoulder and be like, okay, that hurt. And then Crown of Madness, the one grappling Don John, which should be a spell save, a whiz spell save at 14.
One
This is gonna be
humanoid
the
of
time.
your choice. Wisdom
They're
saving
humanoids.
throw.
They have arms and legs, I'm pretty sure.
So wisdom saving throw.
This is
Come
it. This is
on.
gonna be the
Okay.
time.
Come on!
It gets a 10.
Yes!
Nice.
Oh, so it failed?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
it finally worked.
For
It
once.
only took us, what, 7 episodes?
The entirety of D&D. But it's been done. I done it.
So you cast the spell, and now there's this mystical, jagged iron crown that appears on its head, and madness glows in its eyes.
Just kind of look at the other one. Good luck, and then I'll just duck into. I'll duck behind a bush of any variety. I'm just getting out of dodge.
I'll go off the map.
Okay.
I'm just kind of peeking out, trying to keep like kind of even moderate line of sight of what's going on, and then then not my turn anymore. Don't shoot it or hurt the one that I don't. You got it.
So that was the one that had grappled him, right?
Yep.
Okay. There's where do I? There's the conditions. What even are these? Oh Jesus. I'll just pick one here.
Charmed?
Something. Okay, whatever. Okay. Then we go to Shakunis. So you are hiding behind the bush.
Yep. Then I'm going to pop out to take another shot at this little creature shit. Oh, here.
The top one? Okay.
Yep. Catch sheets. Scroll down. Let's do it. That's a 16.
That will hit.
Yippee. And that's a 9.
So again, your crossbow bolt kind of hits it almost like dead center chest, and the rat person kind of raspily growls out at you and says, "Ah, your regular weapons won't work on us."
Sneak attack damage, maybe also.
Nada.
No. All right.
Sorry. Okay. So, as the rat knows, as I said, the words said that Shakunas is gonna reveal himself because of the gas. Why will it not work on you, ugly beasts?
Have you never encountered a were creature? Only silver or magic can harm us.
We shall see then who shall live and who shall die. We're rats.
And then we go to the were rat's turn. And it will close the gap on Malik. And then both swipe at you with a short sword and also try to bite you.
You bastard.
So the short sword, a 21.
Oh, that hits.
For 7 piercing damage. And then the bite, he will miss because he only gets a 5. Okay. And then that other were-rat that is affected by Crown of Madness.
So if I'm going by what the spell is written as, is it possible to have it? It has to target a creature other than itself. Can it? It's a melee attack. Can I have it just target the other were-rat and just flail its arms around essentially? Because it has to attack before it moves.
Charm target must use its action before moving on each of its turns.
Yeah.
Make a melee attack.
I assume the were-rat now that's by John is inflicted now with some sort of curse, isn't it? From the crown.
No, that's just a charm. It's a charmed effect.
Ah, right.
It's not nearly as good as just straight up charming it. That's why it's this fun thing.
So no, hold on here. So no valid targets are within reach.
Yeah.
So that means the target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach.
Yeah.
So you don't want it attacking Don John, which is the only thing within reach. So that means that it would act normally.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It worked. That's it.
So basically means it's just worthless.
Which means that it will basically just try to grapple Don John again.
Oh, that's fine.
How was it again? I could do a sneak attack.
And
did I have
fail?
I mean, how was it? How is it I could do a sneak attack if it was my turn? Because he has revealed his position, so technically he is not in stealth anymore.
You can re-hide on your turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that'll be before the attack, so that'll be not wise at all to do. So.
No, you can attack and then re-hide. Or you can just attack it when it's next to Malik for insane damage.
You could get a sneak attack on this guy if you attack. Actually, you could get sneak attack on both of them because they're within 5 feet of a ally.
And you have a shocking dagger, which will do crazy damage.
Exactly. Yeah, but it ain't my turn yet. So anyway,
so that were-rat failed to grapple Don John, and then it will back up into the mouth of the tunnel.
They were close at one point, I swear.
And then we will move to Malik.
All right, so I'm gonna try to grapple this guy.
Okay, so make an athletics check, or well, strength or athletics if it's applicable. So.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna work.
An 8.
-1. So,
yeah. And it got a 10. So you will not be able to successfully grapple it.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. Alright. So then we'll move on to Don John.
Who clearly is the African American version of Sir Hammerlock from Borderlands 2. No offense to any African Americans watching.
And he just kind of calls out to you, and he said, "Come on, lads, let's eradicate these varmints."
But suddenly, I heard a voice in my head just so, let's go get them down, varmints. Suddenly, you said it, Sam.
and then he actually chases after the one who had tried to grapple him.
Oh no.
Because he's kind of brave yet stupid. And then attacks in a flurry of blows with daggers. And two of them really seem to drive home, but the daggers don't seem to leave any lasting damage on the were-rat. And he's like, and then, alright, Isolt, you're up.
When he was running away, I was just going to maintain it, but now I might just drop Crown of Badness. It landed. I think I'm good. I don't know. Bonus attack things. What can I do in a bonus attack? Nothing. Great. Great. Okay, I guess... Yeah, strategically, Crown of Madness isn't going to work here because they're way too far apart. Well, when it was running into the cave and I thought it might attack other friends, yeah, I'll drop Crown of Madness because I have to use my attack.
Okay.
Action. And then I'll just Eldritch Blast the dude directly in front of Malik.
Okay.
I can move here.
Sure, that works.
Do Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, 20 will hit.
3 damage.
3 force damage. Okay.
Take the force. And force is a magical, what everybody else is thinking.
So the Eldritch Blast slams into that were-rat and it lets out a cry of pain. He's like, ah! You actually managed
feel good to be shot.
You actually managed to damage me.
Just arms up, fully ready to go. Just look, the shoulder arrow still there. And that's it.
Shakunis.
Okay. So Shakunis, if he has a chance, is gonna try and run up. He's gonna put away his hand crossbow after what where said goes.
Yep.
So he's gonna pull out the shock and awe dagger.
Okay.
And just try, actually just run up at him and try and stab him.
Okay.
You are in flanking?
Not usually.
That's 18.
Yeah, 18 will definitely hit. Hoo-wee.
10 piercing and 4 lightning.
This gets sneak attack damage though, right?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So that means I gotta roll again, doesn't it?
No, you roll 2d6.
6.
Your 4th level, yeah, 2d6 damage.
7.
So 17, 21 total damage from a magical weapon. So that's full damage.
And that was the same one that taunted him, so wasn't it? Yeah. Then what's the verdict first?
So you land this massive blow on the were-rat, and you manage to start and it actually starts to bleed, and you can see massive amounts of blood start to gush out. It cries out in agony. It's like, ah!
Yeah. So he's gonna lean up. It's gonna lean up because I assume they're about his height. Like, well, drow elves they're usually about what, 6 foot, 6'5"?
Oh no, drow elves are usually between, I think it's 5'4" and 6'2", something like that.
And were rats are probably higher, taller than that.
Were rats would kind of be about 5'10".
Ah, perfect. So he's just gonna lean in and just go, yes, that's what you get for trying to taunt us or attempt to scare us. You rats.
So then the were-rat...
And then he goes, just vanishes afterwards. He's gonna dash into behind the bush.
You'd have to
Wouldn't it work?
You can definitely dash, but he gets an opportunity attack on you if you just do dash instead of disengage here.
Yeah, well, disengage. Yeah.
You can either do one or the other. You can try to hide, or you can disengage.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's gonna hide. Sure.
Okay, then he gets an opportunity attack.
Yeah, so if you try to move away from him without using disengage as your cunning action, then he can try and attack you back.
Ah, right.
If you disengage as part of your cunning action, then he doesn't get a chance to attack you. And you can't use cunning action then to hide. I mean, you could still try and like go in the bushes, I guess, but like it's not an actual hide action.
It's because they were just disengage right there and there.
Okay.
Well, if you still have 3 squares of movement, like you can back up if you don't want him to swing back at you. You can disengage, just back up.
No, he's gonna stay where he's at. He's become a little bit of a risk taker these days, so he's gonna stay where it is.
Yeah, you might as well, because on your next turn, if we're both still here, you'll still get sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of an ally, which is me.
So then the were-rat
Were-rat
disengages, breaks away from you guys, and runs off into the bushes.
But he doesn't hide, so we're just looking at this slowly moving into a bush.
Just runs off in between the bushes and runs behind a bush. And then the other were-rat confronts Don John and growls out, "You've made a mistake!" and lunges at him. But his bite only catches Don John's scale armor. But his short sword that he tries to thrust inside will connect and do a little bit of damage.
Do like the icon shows. Speaking of icons.
Alright, Malik.
I am gonna get these are 5-foot squares?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm gonna go right there.
Okay.
And then that's it on my next. I got no magical weapons, so basically on my next turn, I'm gonna try to tackle this guy and try to knock him prone.
Wait, how many explosive arrows did you make?
5. But they're not magical.
Yeah, but wouldn't still making damage at a real rat?
I don't think so, because it's not magical.
That's science damage.
Yeah, it's science damage.
It's not magic damage, it's science damage.
There would be 1 fire damage from it that could be applicable.
Yeah, that's not worth it. I'm not going to waste an arrow on that.
I would think that you as a ranger would know that a were creature, so their deal is that they are immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks that aren't a silver weapon.
Right,
So
yeah.
any other kind of damage or a magical attack or a magical weapon will do damage, but if it's just a regular weapon that isn't silver, then
Yeah, I have no silver weapons and I have no magic weapons. And I'm
Yeah,
not going to waste an arrow for 1 point of damage.
Did you mention piercing?
Yeah, bludgeoning, piercing, and
Okay.
slashing.
Just making sure.
Okay.
I'm looking for loopholes, man.
Well, this is what happens when a newbie player joins the D&D campaign for the first time in his ever.
So you're holding your action then? Is that what you...
Well, actually, if I dash, could I tackle him at the end of the dash?
I would say you could try and like run into him to knock him prone, but not try to like tackle him. How's that?
All right, I'll try that.
Okay.
So I'll run right into him then. I guess right there.
All right.
Knock him over.
So make a athletics or strength or athletics. Yeah. Check.
Oh, by the way, if anybody hears some keyboard tapping, then that's my keyboard. I switched over from my Logitech G15 versus 2 to a SteelSeries Apex 50. So.
All right.
What does a 15 do?
Yep, that'll be enough. That were-rat is now knocked prone.
Nice.
Yeah, I have disadvantage now.
You've got another one to
15
shoot.
out of 0, so yeah. I guess that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, but he has advantage.
Yeah, no, Shikunis has advantage, and that's the thing that we care about.
Yeah, also Shikunis has advantage, yeah. But actually, well, oh yeah, no, because you wouldn't.
Yeah, Shikunis can just dash over there and just stab him in the
Right.
face. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, and Don John, yeah, of course.
And Don John, that's who I was talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
I love the name.
Okay. Then it's Don John's turn.
Done. I'm sorry. I just can't. The name is just. It's agony to my mind right now. It's agony.
And he's like, I wish I had some kind of silver weapon to deal with these.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of like backs up and he's like, well, I hope the rest of you have something that can deal with these. And then we'll move on to Isol.
How does Don John look?
Oh, he looks fine.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just move around so I can. I mean, it doesn't matter. Where I was, which is I think like right here, would I be able to see the other were-rat that was behind the bush?
That one?
Yes. Yeah.
Ew, yeah, you could see it. It would be partial cover.
All right. Well, I might as well go with that one so I don't get straight up disadvantage. I'll just shoot from there. Eldritch Blast on that guy.
Okay.
Nope. No, sir.
Yeah, 7, that won't do it.
All right. Then I'll just start making my way over to be in range of healing people. So I'll be over here-ish.
Okay. Shakunis.
Oh, give him the face dab.
Yeah, because this one is tackle, isn't it?
That one is knocked prone. So
Yeah.
he's kind of like laying on the ground.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's gonna make a dash for it and stab the where we're at right in the face.
Okay. So make your attack roll. 13 is enough to hit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you would have. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been 15 because he has
It would have been
advantage.
15 because he has advantage.
Yep.
And you get the sneak attack damage, so that's the extra 2d6 again.
Eight.
Nice. 18 in total?
Yep.
Let's see. I've done 3 damage. Malik, how much damage have you done this combat?
0.
All right. So together we've done 3 damage. You have done 39 damage. Shakunis.
He's dead. He better be dead.
He's not dead. That one.
Shut up, man. I know you feed them in your own home, goddamn. What the hell do you feed them? Man,
that one hadn't been hit before.
well, it got hit to the head. Something. Well, just being.
Well, it hadn't taken any actual damage, I guess I should say.
Yeah. Just messing about.
Just
got charmed by the ism.
He definitely looks to be injured now, but he's still kicking. And then
yeah,
were
but
rats.
Wouldn't the damage now cause him to go out of the charmed?
Oh no, I already dropped that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you had to drop that to cast Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah, I can't do any other action while it's activated. I have to maintain it every single turn. So.
Right,
nope.
Right.
Okay. So then the were rats. This top one makes a break for it. Going up here.
Oh man.
Oh, he's just running away.
Howard.
And the other were rat.
I guess while that one is running, it's like, you started this?
It's just running.
It's cool. 120 feet. I got time. One day I want to make a spell sniper warlock build where you can just get people from 600 feet away with Eldritch Blast. It sounds great.
That would be awesome.
It's such a power monger. But yeah, I get it.
There's a bunch of fun builds. Like there's the hand crossbow build where you can take like 3 shots a turn. Bananas.
Okay, so while it's prone on the ground, that were rat will try to bite at Malik's ankles. Let's see, so this is disadvantage. And even at disadvantage, that's a 15.
15 is my armor class.
Okay, so that does not exceed it, so it misses. And it will also try and poke at you with its short sword.
Oh, we're resting in short sticks.
From disadvantage, that's an 8, so it'll also miss there. Okay, so I was running that. Malik, you're up.
Do I still have some of that lamp oil left over that I bought from that guy?
Sure.
Okay, I would like to dump it on him
Okay.
as my action.
Yeah.
You're just gonna roast him.
And as my bonus action, I would like to snap my fingers
Ah.
and light it on fire.
Oh man, brutal.
Yeah, I will allow this. Okay.
What the fuck do I roll for this?
Magic damage?
Luck to not catch yourself on fire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that actually wouldn't be like an attack roll. I will say that it's a saving throw that the were-rat has to do.
Okay.
Well, before you say that, well, we do have inspirations, and it is the first week of the new month, so all should be reset now. So...
Yeah, but if it's making a saving throw, the only one you can inspire is the monster, so don't do that.
Yeah, well, just a little reminder in case something happens tonight. So,
in case I accidentally light you on fire.
This is how the rest of the game's gonna go. That might be a thing.
I know, right?
well, I trust Malik more than I trust Izzy with that kind of stuff.
I heal people,
I mean,
man.
it's literally at your feet.
Yeah.
You're dumping oil on it.
I have never ever heard of this happen in any campaign whatsoever, ever.
Yeah. Well, we'll go with that. So it will be making a dexterity saving throw to try and basically do the roll part of stop, drop, and roll. Let's see here. What's the... somewhere there's a thing about...
Grease is always one of those spells that I wish had more, like, more people took it, or there was, because I never play a wizard, so I never see Grease ever, because no one else that I know has ever taken that spell. But it seems like so much fun. I love utility.
Alright, we will use this part from Alchemist's Fire, which seems applicable. So 1d4 fire damage, or a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames. That seems like it should work well. Okay. So Dex. Oh, well, so it will catch on fire, and it will do damage at the start of its next turn, and then it has a chance to put itself out. That's it. Okay.
Would you like me to roll the damage, or?
Sure. We'll do that when it comes to it.
Okay.
All right, Don John.
Ring of fire, the ring of fire.
And Don John is now like searching through his pack, trying to see if he has like anything silver that could be made into a weapon. But otherwise, he's not really doing anything. Isol, you're up.
You would think a man of his reputation would have something of silver.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast this guy.
Okay. Yep, that will hit.
God, what damage die, please?
Really?
Would you believe me if I told you
Oh,
that
yes!
that was enough
Yes.
to knock it to 0 hit points?
Oh my god. I'll see it fall over and just kind of like look at my hand and be like, oh my god, I'm so much better than I thought.
No, I think no. Wait, I think we just locked it in. I think, would you believe, is Shadow's. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Guys, I killed one. I did it. It was me. Yay. And then it's the end of my turn.
Alright, Chikunis, you're up.
Yep.
So you still have a prone were-rat in front of you.
Yep. And it just all has to guess.
Stabby stabby?
Stabby, stabby.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
26
26.
hit?
26 definitely hits.
That will hit and kill it.
And also the sneak attack damage.
Yep.
So that will be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dead.
17.
Die.
So your total damage, Shakunis, is 56. I did 5 damage, and Malik did 0. Those are the stats tonight for this battle.
I would have done. Hold on a second. 4. I would have done 4 if he was still alive.
Yeah. So the rat was actually like starting to catch on fire, and then like Shakunis just like stabs it like right in the jugular with this shocking dagger, and like the lightning courses through its body, and it falls dead, and the fire like starts to burn up its corpse.
Well, I can't ignore the fact that it was because of Malik's action that we got to hold the were-rat down. So
no, Malik was the key to victory in this fight.
Yeah,
just positioning wise.
Yep.
I'm gonna go over and inspect this guy over here.
And once again, Shakunis proved to be the most reckless one. Oh, there is an evolution in progress.
Okay, so you don't see anything in particular about that were-rat's body. It is reverted into human form.
Okay. What are the? I'm looking for any types of like scars or any types of noticeable equipment. Pockets searched, all the everything. Turn it over everything in this. Flip the whole house.
Room markings or tattoos.
Okay, so like he had been carrying a short sword and a hand crossbow. It had some basic leather armor on. And there is what looks like a large bite mark scar on its back leg, on the back of its left leg.
I'll call over to Don John. Hey, can you come here for a minute?
Sure, I'll be over in a moment. Don John just kind of like looks around, and he seems as if he kind of like pauses for a moment and tries to like look in the tunnel beyond Shakunis and Malik, and then he heads over. Well, what is it, lad?
Does this person look familiar to you? Were you associated with the mine at all before this?
No, I didn't. I don't know any of the people here. I just know the name of the foreman I was supposed to meet with, and this certainly doesn't look like him.
Well. All right. Can you help me with this? We're going to bring them over to the front entrance and at least sit them up for now.
All right, sure, I can do that. He helps you carry the body.
Yeah, and then we'll move on over to the guy on fire.
Okay.
Is he still on fire? Did anyone put him out?
He slowly fizzled out.
Okay. Is yours
We'll get some lightning on there.
Is yours also reverted back to normal form?
Yeah, it is all now also looks like a human male.
I'd assume that there's the same bite mark on this one.
You have to do a bit more searching, but there does seem to be a bite mark on its like upper thigh that has kind of scarred over.
I'll just take all the equipment and kind of put it in a pile next to the bodies.
Okay.
Well, I don't think that these individuals were particularly malicious. They just seem to be afflicted by a curse. I would appreciate it if you would help me bury them. Because these people were probably just mine workers that just ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay, let me back up a moment here then, just to clarify something. They do have an insignia on their armor that looks like, basically like an oval with like 3 kind of like drooping lines coming out of its sides, like on each side of the oval.
Okay.
So it's they were definitely some kind of like bandit group of were-rats.
Oh. Okay.
The stick figure spider bandits.
Yeah, like would I recognize that as a bandit logo, or would anyone?
Yeah, you all can do like a history check, I guess, for me, please.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I guess this ain't gonna matter much.
Alright, so, neither Malik nor Shakuna see, like, you can tell, like, that it's an insignia of some sort. It doesn't really mean much to you. Isel, you think you can tell that this is supposed to represent kind of like a whiskered rat's head, but beyond that, you're not really familiar with it.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I probably wouldn't say anything about burying them. I would just kind of sit them up, I guess, next to the mouth of the cave as a warning.
Okay.
Yep. And then, I don't know, just go back. I'd put everything in a very nice, orderly pile and then sit down and start reading.
ASO.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have anything magical on them? Because if we find any more of these things, I'm not going to be much help.
Well, between a lot of them, 2 hand crossbows, 2 short swords that, I mean, you can find anywhere, and then scraps of leather armor. So, nope, not as far as I'm aware.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can barely do anything myself.
Well, you have done enough. Well, you have done some. But so have you all. If you cannot find anything magical item or weaponry for Malak to bear, all we can do is perhaps in some physical form attempt to tackle, and then I'll stab him with my dagger.
It did work great last time.
Yeah, it seemed to work this time, so we'll just keep doing that.
But
Don,
beyond so, I am uncertain.
Don, what do you mine here? What's the mine for?
Well, it's a gold mine. Mountains Toll, gold mine. And he points at the sign.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot. That makes a lot of sense with the sign and all. I was hoping for silver. That would have been very convenient. Completely dejected that reading, my specialty, just passed me by on this one.
Oh.
Well,
have you gathered any reports? I assume that you have received many reports before from this mine.
Oh, well, it was my job to come and see why there had been no shipments coming out from the mine, and if it's been
there's no shipments.
Yeah, if it's been overrun by were-rats, then
Yes. But certainly this mine has been open and run for longer than just a few weeks.
Yes. There were supposed to be a group of human and dwarf miners.
Are you absolutely certain that there's nothing else in this mine that is other than gold?
Sorry, come again?
Are you absolutely certain that is gold within this mine, and there's nothing else that the company is holding back?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, very well. And Chukura just gives us dusting off and just clean himself up because it's probably covered in a little bit of weird rat blood. So.
And I'll take a walk in here and look around.
Okay. I actually am starting to feel not all that great. I think I'd like to call it for tonight, if that's okay.
All
Sure.
right.
Cliffhanger at the beginning of the cave.
Yeah. So, we'll just kind of do a quick wrap up here. Echo, how do you feel about how tonight went?
Well, it went well, considering all the mishaps and all the questionnaires for the FAQs, expertise and all that. But yeah, went good, fine. We'll say I had rather hope we had gone ahead towards the mine. The mine. Bit rather sooner, but then it's the role player took his course, and happy with it. And you can all find me on Twitch and on Twitter at EchoAlpha_X5. I tweet regularly, well, not regularly. I tweet and retweet every now and then, and I also host some great streamers here, including NoQuarters_TV, aka Hurry, about me here. Beyond that, I keep spamming the tweets with Black Lives Matter and Pride, because it is Pride Month. And again, I want to thank everybody who donated during ArmCon 2020 for the benefit of the fighting diabetes in honor of our fallen Armadal's moderator and dearly departed friend Kilobyte, aka Scott Craig. And I will pass it on to Hoodie.
Hi, I'm Hoodie from NoQuarter_TV. I enjoyed tonight. I can't help I can't help but call out rules every once in a while, just because I want everyone to get all the overpowered feelings. You can catch me on my channel. I stream video games. But I'll pass it on to Rock God.
I'm Rock God. You can always find me here, and you can always find me over at mdrewzion on Instagram. That's where I post pretty pictures, and I can't wait to see what's in this cave.
Soon.
Yeah, with no magical items whatsoever.
We'll be fine.
All right.
Of course, I'm not that in that, so.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks to pick up from here.
Me, it is a very special date, so. I will say more
Make
about
sure to check out all of our stuff, which looks like Echo linked in the chat. Other than that, this will be us signing off for the evening.
I may have a diamond, but secretly I am a moderator. No, not.
Okay. Good night. Peace out, everyone.
See ya.
Everybody take care.
Good night.